What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So SMU's offense will be first on the attack. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that.
Quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. To the ground to try to move the chain. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This offense has moved into plus territory and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Contreras. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. 9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Inside that right. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game. and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Rice rushes to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got his man downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Let's see if Rice can get it in on first and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rice.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
7, SMU 3.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. On the run, it's Richard. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got the first down and more.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. He'll do it himself. Shakes off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the
slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone.
Trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
They're trailing by 14 to East Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Might be looking to run. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. to the air on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle. It's Richard. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. That is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Just ran over him. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half.
Rice, 14. SMU, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback fan. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun. Give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. The give out of the gun. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing?
Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun. Pulls it in. It's Richard. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Owls headed quickly to the line. Trying play action. Dumps it to the back. Quickly complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
On 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
On the play.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Quarterback on the keeper. Running into the open space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter. And 2, 3, 4.
Turning it on! They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. SMU!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sick of them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 22 over New Mexico. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grab near the marker. It's safe. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Bringing it back. At the 20. Touchdown, all. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, looking for a huge play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game.
Looking to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Mustangs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Second and long here, but looking to fire. They're working that left side. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Rice trying to close the deal and run out the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Across the 45. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Owls. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
31, SMU, 17.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a two-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football, so faster guys.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. He'll take the deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And on fourth down, they'll take a knee, but this one's just about over. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed.